I'm about to do something I've never done before. I'm gonna sleep outside, exposed to the elements, without a sleeping bag. But not only that, I'm gonna do it on the coldest night of the year. We have a polar vortex coming down from the Arctic, and the weather report says it should be around -28 tonight and feel like -31. It is absolutely critical that I build a shelter that maximizes warmth. So I'm gonna put myself to the test, and the first task is to find a suitable location. This is really cool. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a little elevated platform and then have the fire right here, kind of surrounded by rocks. Oh man, this is awesome. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is start a fire right here just to heat up the rock wall, and then I might build a little lean-to over top of that to kind of capture even more warmth. I like this spot, this is cool. It's kind of an awkward feeling you get to camp when you have nowhere to put your things and feel uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden you light a fire and suddenly this remote corner of the forest begins to feel like a home. Now that I got a fire started, I'm going to focus my attention on building a platform. Raise me up off the ground. Oh, this looks like a good tree. It looks dead, but it still might be strong. I want to have some rocks with me on the platform that I heat up just to keep me warm at night. So the bed's gonna have to be fairly strong, but this looks like a good piece of dead wood. If I have more time, I'd spend more time heating up all this rock, but the fire will be close enough and this is kind of overhanging. So I'm going to just move the fire over here right now just to build my platform. Oh, it's nice to sit down. Let's try this out. Yeah, definitely need some branches to even it out. I got one tree just going right on my spinal cord right now. This might look comfortable, but it's not. I think I know what I'm gonna do for the shelter. I'm gonna add some walls here. But first I have to go source some firewood before it gets dark. I don't have to haul it. I don't even have to cut it. I just need to look around and just make sure that I have enough. It's much more difficult to find at night, so finding wood while it's still light out is a priority right now. I'm satisfied with the amount of wood that I've got. I know where it is, I've cut it down. I just need to haul it now, and I can kind of do that periodically, especially as I get cold. If I get cold at 3 a.m., I can just go haul some wood and cut some wood and heat up again. You know, that's the kind of night it's gonna be. Now I need to go and collect some sticks to build the shelter. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not going to fall in on me, and I'm going to be able to fill it in. The main thing is this side over here. That's where just a very slight breeze seems to be coming from. And then I'm going to fill it in, just get, you know, an extra 5% of warmth, and every little bit counts on a night like tonight. So obviously this isn't super robust, but for my purposes tonight, I'll do a good job. This part probably doesn't matter too much, but I'm feeling the need for symmetry. Temperature's dropping quite a bit right now, so it's time to build a reflector wall. Can't make any stakes in the ground here because there's not enough snow just in this little area, so I'm going to make a tripod. Few more tasks to do. Got to get the bed complete. I think I'm just gonna gather enough boughs to put them mostly under my hip and my shoulder. That's where most of the insulation is gonna need to be. And then dinner. Dinner time. Just gonna pan fry these sausages here. Keep it nice and simple. Honestly, the simpler the better for me at this point. The thermometer reads -25. and there's a light breeze coming in from the southwest, right where I built that wall. So I'm very grateful that I built that wall. Kind of felt silly doing it, but there's breeze on the outside, but not breeze inside my shelter. I'm gonna change out of some of my undergarments that I've been sweating in all day and put a few more layers on and try to get some sleep. Just fill this with hot water and I'm gonna put this against my back or any cold spots. And I got some rocks over here up against the fire that maybe at some point I'll bring around to my backside to warm me up. Really busy day. Really looking forward to hopefully getting some shut-eye. We will see though. Well, I made it through the night. The worst is over. I survived. It was cold, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. This rock wall behind me really helped, for sure. You just I could touch the rock wall and it almost feels like it's room temperature. This wall right here kind of helped with the wind. And there definitely is some heat that's kind of traveling underneath me and up against the wall and up. And then the reflecting wall is good too. Honestly, one of the hardest parts was just sleeping without a pillow. So it's about 7 o'clock right now. I think it's just about time that I make myself a coffee. Probably got about 2 hours of sleep last night, if you call it that. That's why this is extra special right now. Last night in my discomfort, as I was kind of going in and out of dreams, I was thinking about this rock above me. It's an amazing rock. And the incredible stories it has to tell, and how I'm part of that story. Over 1 billion years ago, this rock was part of an archipelago chain in the southern hemisphere. That archipelago chain got smushed together and created a mountain chain bigger than the Himalayas. And this rock right here got pushed down into the earth deeper than 25 kilometers. And then over hundreds of millions of years, all the rock that was on top of it eroded away. Where it went, who knows? And this rock was exposed again, much changed from the heat and pressure. And then a glacier comes and picks this boulder up away from its parent rock and deposits some maybe 100, maybe 10 kilometers away. And as the ice was retreating around here, there was massive lakes, so there was probably fish swimming around in between these little holes here, hunting, and there's probably indigenous people fishing for those fish. And then as the water retreats, it becomes a sort of Arctic landscape with woolly mammoth and saber-toothed tigers. People probably use this rock as a meeting place because it's very prominent. It's very unusual, and you would be able to see it from a far way away if there was no trees, but because there's trees, it's very hidden. To think of all those little stories that we'll never know, and now I'm part of it. When I first thought about this strip idea, I immediately dismissed it and thought it was frankly a bit dangerous, but it kind of kept on reoccurring in my head. And after a little while, I don't know when, but I just had a revelation that, you know what, I need to do this. and I'm so glad that I made it happen. This was really, really awesome. Definitely feels like a notch in my belt. And I'll be looking to do other things like this in the future. But right now I'm gonna clean up this campsite and get going. Thanks for watching.